Hi, my name is Galina Filipenko and I'm a member of Tonic's social media design team. So for today I'm going to share with you a quick and easy technique I call it watercolor stamping, and I'm going to show you how to create these two cards using poinsettias from this set. Glorious poinsettias. It's huge, it's big, it's amazing, and it's perfect for holiday projects. And I can't imagine winter theme cards without some shine and glow, so let's open jars with glitter and make some cards. As I was saying, I'm going to play with glorious poinsettia stamp set. I'm starting with tapping a watercolor paper on the thick cardboard. It will help me to get not carved panel at all at the end, because I'm going to use a lot of water for this particular card. So I'm spraying water all over my paper and let it absorb water for a moment. Also, I will share with you another example I made with less amount of water. I'm going to use Aqua Flow pen called Retractable with rich red ink. I'm applying a lot of ink on the acrylic block. Optionally, you can add more water on it. Next, I'm tapping my poinsettia stamp into ink and stamp image on the paper. Until paper is wet, ink will flow and create beautiful abstract flowers. If you want to add more watercolor look to your flowers, spray more water on them. Also, you can color your stamp with Aqua Flow pens and get another result. You even can combine few colors at once. This technique has so many different possibilities. After you're done with stamping, let paper dry or use heat gun to dry it. I want to add more color on my flowers, and with a paintbrush I'm adding a small amount of water on the edges of my flowers, and until paper is still wet I'm adding yellow color with Aqua Flow pen. Aqua Flow ink is transparent paint, and with each layer you can get a new shade or color. With just a couple of different pens you can get quite a variety of color combinations. You can mix ink from different pens directly on your image, or ink can be mixed in separate container. As well, it can be applied layer by layer, but you need to dry each layer. Again, I'm drying my paper and I'm carefully removing masking tape. As you can see, my card panel is still flat, even though I used a lot of water. Next, I'm going to stamp outline images over watercolor flowers. I find the matching element on a flower and I will use this carved petal as a guide how to stamp my flowers. To get nice black outline, I'm using Nuvo hybrid ink. Even if there are some wet elements, this ink will not blend with water because it's waterproof. It's very helpful to use stamp platform on this step. For me, it's a little bit tricky process to stamp on a textured paper like this one. If you don't have a stamp platform, you can fill white gaps with black pen. Also, you can use hot press watercolor paper without any texture. But I love textures on my cards, that's why I prefer to use regular watercolor paper. Next, I want to show you another example where I used less amount of water on a paper. Also, I didn't add any water to the Aqua Flow ink. That's why ink doesn't spread around and stamped image is more crisp. I'm adding yellow color like on my first example, but this time I'm applying ink first and then blend it with paintbrush. Next, I stamped outline images like it was shown before. And here are my two card panels. I cut the excess and they are ready to be turned into the cards. I want to add a bit of shine to my card using sparkle dust. It's a fine detailed glitter, and I'm going to glue it with blending brush and a bit of Nuvo Deluxe glue. I'm going to apply glue randomly with my brush because I want to get only sparkle accents on my card, but feel free to add glitter all over your card. And don't forget to clean your brush with baby wipe or with water. Lightly press glitter with a piece of paper and remove extra glitter with a brush. I have attached card panel on the card base and add a glitter stripe on the bottom. I used a small leftover from the glitter cardstock. Next, I want to add a sentiment. Using alphabet die, I cut out letters from the gold mirror cardstock. I ran this die with cardstock few times through my die cutting machine to get enough letters to make a long sentiment. This die set has a few duplicates of often used letters, but for my sentiment I need more. I'm attaching them with liquid glue directly on the card. I'm starting from the bottom because I have this glitter stripe as a guide to straight all my letters. It takes some time, but result worth it. Just look on this shiny sentiment. As for second card, I cut out a small rectangle panel using die from big set called Winter Wonderland, and I'm stamping sentiment on this panel. I'm using stamps from Gloria's Poinsettia stamp set. Also, you will get one smaller sentiment stamp in the set, which you can use to add a little note inside of your card. To decorate this small panel with sentiment, I'm adding a sparkle frame with Nuvo glitter marker. I'm simply tracing the panel with marker, and if you will use a ruler on this step as I am, pay attention to do not leave marks or clean your ruler each time. For mount the panel with sentiment on the card. To finish my cards, I'm adding Nuvo drops. For this card, I'm using White Blizzard Glitter Nuvo drops, and for second one, Green Apple Crystal drops. I hope you like these cards and will play with Nuvo Aqua Flow Pens. If you want to see more card making videos, go over my YouTube channel and see you soon. Bye!